T-shirtpatch.com presents Return to Thunder Road.
Welcome, race fans. Let's meet the drivers. Christopher Hill in the number 5H. Davin Markham in the number 43. Jim Revis in the number 57 car. Clifford Bellamy in the 002 machine. Swede Melgaard in the number 15. Chad Kuderbaugh in the number 20 car. Dane Lloyd in the number 9. Grady Wade in the number 11 machine. Dennis Anderson Jr. in the 04. David Beatty in the number 16B. James Beavers in the number 37. Brian Ezel in the number 45 machine. Timothy Manchester in the number 44. Jordan McAvoy in the number 422. Our starting lineup: Christopher Hill in P1, Davin Markham in the 2nd position, Jim Revis in the 3rd spot, Clifford Bellamy in the 4th position. Starting in the 5th position is Swede Melgaard. Chad Kuderbaugh starts in the 6th position. Dane Lloyd starts in position number 7. Grady Wade starts in the 8th position. Dennis Anderson starts in the 9th position. David Beatty in the 10th position. James Beaver starts 11th. Brian Ezel starts 12th. Timothy Manchester starts 13th, and Jordan McAvoy rounds out our field starting in the 14th position. As our cars are now underway behind the pace car. Our track is rolled in well from qualifying and practice. We should have a nice fast race today. See our drivers warming up their machines. Getting lined up 2 by 2, anticipating the start. Our flag man is holding a green flag in the air, but will he throw it? And we are underway. Christopher Hill in the 1st position goes low. Jim Revis on his tail, working around the outside. In the number 43, we have Davin Markham. Oh, Davin and Jim get a little bit of contact there. Both going to the same piece of real estate. Swede Melgaard working his way up. Grady Wade trying to take a look underneath the back of Swede's car to see if there's anything he can find to get around it. The rest of our field is stringing out nicely, picking up the pace, picking out lines. Clifford Bellamy goes high. Christopher Hill increasing his lead slightly. Jim Revis trying to undo that increase. Most of the cars are taking a low line in the turn. Clifford Bellamy is riding the high side all the way around. The high side hustler today. Lap number 6, Christopher Hill. We have a pack at the front starting to warm up and a secondary pack behind that. Brian Ezel and Timothy Manchester pulling up the rear. McAvoy in the 10th spot, looking to move his way to the top. David Beatty bumps the wall a little there, no harm done. Jim Revis is gaining on Christopher Hill for the first position. Still not around him yet. To the inside. Can he do it? Can he do it? Not this time. He may have to try that again. Swede Melgaard has made his way up to the 3rd position. His starting position of 5th. Christopher Hill putting the smooth moves on the pack. Grady Wade and Dane Lloyd side by side, looking to make their way up to that front pack. Chad Puderbaugh behind the two. He wants to get his part of that. Swede Melgaard hooking a chain on the back of Christopher Hill. Looks like he's going to try to put together some kind of slingshot. Meanwhile, Jordan McAvoy and David Beatty are battling it out for that 8th position. Chad Puderbaugh has made his way up to the 7th. Our front pack is now Jim Revis, Christopher Hill, and Swede Melgaard, with Davin Markham in the 4th position. Grady Wade and Dane Lloyd are fighting for that 5th position. Oh, and Swede gets into the inside fence. And that brings out the yellow flag. With 20 laps in the book, our cars will start over and realign. Everybody's shaking it out to see what their car feels like. No real damage on any of these vehicles. The race has been very clean to this point. Just minor contact. And the track has been extremely fast. Christopher Hill qualified with a 15.937 to take the pole in this event today. Our cars are lined up 2 by 2. We've got a green flag in the air, and we're underway. Jim Revis taking the high side this time. Christopher Hill on the bottom. Cars are all coming around. Chad Puderbaugh a little bit loose there. Jim Revis, Christopher Hill fighting it out for that front position. Oh, Christopher taps Jim slightly. Jim hangs on to it. That did not look intentional. Both our drivers are racing for the lead. We're in the last 5 laps of this scheduled 30-lap event. Oh, Chad Cooterbaugh gets into the back of loose Brady Wade. That's going to spoil their finish in this race. And on lap 26, the yellow flag is out once again. Our cars will line back up. Everyone getting back into place. Clifford Bellamy picking up his lucky dog there, going around the pack. Jim Revis, Christopher Hill, Dane Lloyd, Jordan McAvoy, and Davin Markham are the top 5 on our restart. As the starter has them line up 2 by 2. He's holding a green flag in the air. He'll show it, but will he throw it? And yes, we are underway for a mad 2-lap dash to the finish for a scheduled 30-lap event. Christopher Hill on the inside, Jim Revis on the outside. Christopher put something together, gained back that 1st position. Meanwhile, Dane Lloyd coming around for the 3rd position. Davin Markham looking at the 4th position. Maybe 3rd. And as they cross the line, it's Jim Revis, Christopher Hill, and in the 3rd position, Dane Lloyd, to complete our race today at Cedar Lake Virtual Speedway. And our podium winners are Jim Revis, Christopher Hill, and Dane Lloyd. Subscribe today to Blue Groove Racing on YouTube.com and never miss a lap of